So please join me in welcoming Ella White and David Feldman.
Thank you, Ryan. Good afternoon. Everyone is familiar with a retail shopping experience. When you have a question, you can instantly connect with a customer service representative via chat. So why not do the same thing with institutional clients? We took our award-winning Citi Velocity platform, which is Citi's digital storefront for market commentary, research, data, and analytics, and implemented Symphony's embedded chat. Introducing CV. CV is only available to clients of Citi Velocity. When a client is engaged with functionality on the site, they can instantaneously connect with their salesperson, start to chat, and have their question answered without ever leaving the platform. This creates a seamless, end-to-end client experience. Ella, can you tell us a little bit about how it's done?
Sure. We wanted to make sure this functionality is available to any Citi client, whether or not they have a Symphony account or not. So whenever a client triggers a chat, we actually create a Symphony account for them on the fly and spin up a chat room immediately.
On the fly? And how do we stay compliant with client communications?
Well, when client requests a chat, a dedicated Citi team receives an alert in what we call a lobby. And when a salesperson acknowledges a request, a one-on-one chat is created between a client and a salesperson so that the communication is private. And as you know, Symphony communication is end-to-end encrypted. And using Symphony allows us to leverage inherent controls, such as data leak protection, surveillance, archiving, and much more.
Thanks, Ella. Let's show everyone how it works. Catherine is going to be our Citi Velocity salesperson. We have a client, John Smith. He's browsing the Markets Innovation page and comes across Organic Innovation. He sees the chat icon in the lower right-hand corner, goes ahead to give it a click, and he's going to start a new chat. We see the chat is loading.
And while this is happening, our salesperson, Catherine, sees the chat request come into the lobby that I mentioned earlier. She will now click Acknowledge. And now you can see one-on-one chat is being created, and Catherine can begin chatting with the client. Once the chat is acknowledged, other salespeople in the lobby will know this request has been answered by someone in their team.
That's a successful chat. Now let's say John has a follow-up. He goes back to the Markets Innovation page and clicks on the chat icon once again. Now, John has a choice to speak with Catherine, who was super helpful earlier, or start a new chat. I think he'll talk to Catherine again.
When John resumes the chat, you can see chat history loading to give context to the previous conversation. And should a salesperson not be available for a few minutes, CV will direct the client to either call or email instead.
Just like that. Using Symphony's embedded chat, we make it easy for our clients to connect with us. Thank you, Ryan.
Wow, what a great demonstration of Symphony's embedded chat functionality within Citi Velocity. There's a beauty to solving problems with such simplicity. So, Ella, is this live and already in production?
Yes, what we've just showed you is live and in production, and available to any Citi clients.
That's great. At the end of the day, everyone in this room is looking to improve the quality of our services to our customers. With that in mind, how did this make the lives of your customers better, David?
That's a great question. So traditionally, clients, when they're interacting on the platform, they have to navigate away, use the phone, email, or connect with sales on Bloomberg. They can even contact the dedicated Citi Velocity help desk. But what this allows them to do is stay within context of what they're looking at and connect to a salesperson in real time.
The demonstration is obviously an upgrade. What are the next steps in development and continuing to improve this offering?
We plan on expanding the use cases and expanding it across Citi Velocity platform. And in particular, we see a need for CV to live alongside our pricing and analytics tools. Additionally, we are thinking of collecting this data to potentially train a model in the future to respond to some of these requests.
That's great. David, what has been the feedback thus far? Colleagues and customers, we're interested in both.
Yeah, so actually internal sales teams, they find it really useful to keep all the chats routed into one place and having a consistent follow-up. So traditionally you're scrolling through email threads and looking for a follow-up, but here everything's in one place and all in context.
Yeah, that's great. I see some wheels spinning out there on how maybe a solution like this could work in any of your businesses. Do you mind telling the group what the development and deployment schedule looked like? Like from the time you put pen to paper,
Sure.
what did that look like?
It didn't take us long at all. It took a few weeks to put it in production. But we built it with scalability in mind, right? So we can replicate it for every new use case and make it available on a new Citi Velocity page for a new business team.
That's a great time to market. A few weeks. You hear that, everybody? For those in the audience that would like to learn more about what Citi did here, please find them at drinks after Innovate is over. I'm sure they'd love to tell you about what they accomplished. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.